So there's just a ton of upside with these types of companies. This is what has really driven some of my biggest $50, $60, $70,000 months. So here was the initial email that I sent. I got to fix my name here, by the way. This is one of the modules from our membership at recruiterrocket.io. It's $15 for the first 100 members that sign up. Go check it out, recruiterrocket.io. So a VP of sales responded warmly to my cold outbound email and trying to get a recruiting client. We're going to talk about how to proceed and how to close more deals and maximize these types of responses. And ever since I started my business, a lot of people have always asked me, what is it that I'm doing that is getting me all these really high quality clients, fast growth? I'm going to cover that right now. So let's take a look at this real quick. This is the candidate side. Check out all my in-mails over the past 10 or 11 months. So I have a 51% response rate. That's really unheard of. And this is all mainly because I'm closing higher quality clients, high growth tech companies that have just thrown $80 million at this venture. And it's a lot easier to reach out to prospective talent and say things like, hey, I'm working with this company that Mark Cuban just invested in. He threw $75 million at it. There's an AI product that is really going to disrupt the market. So there's just a ton of upside with these types of companies. This is what has really driven some of my biggest $50, $60, $70,000 months. So here was the initial email that I sent. I got to fix my name here, by the way. In the first part, it says, "What's up, Mike? I do toy around with more casual language here and there, but it says, I see you're leading the charge in sales at company. Passing this along in case your team is hiring currently. We pass our clients along top sales talent with our community of boutique sales and marketing recruiters. This creates a huge advantage for leaders like yourself, and that boutique agencies are hungry for more open roles, and we train our community to go out there and get exact matches." Kind of a mouthful there. And these are passive candidates that perform at a higher level and for longer. Once they are placed, if we can get you 15 A players, this is something that may be in the cards. Here is the response. "Hello, Eric. Thanks for your inquiry. As a fellow salesperson, I appreciate the effort you put into your personalized outreach to me. Your product or service at Bendigo looks really interesting. It's great to hear about your passion. To answer your question or comment, I don't have urgency behind the problem your solution solves right now, and I need to focus on my team. In the meantime, you can help our team understand more about your product or service by filling out our vendor survey. And please feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn so I can keep an eye out for your content." There's two ways that you can approach this. Back in my old sales roles where my only job was to be aggressive, my manager would say, "Hey, pick up the phone right now. What you're going to do is you're going to plant a seed. You're going to get that decision maker on the phone, get past that gatekeeper, and let him know, hey, I know the timing isn't right currently. You may be hiring, but you're letting your internal team take the reins for at least another month, but they're not finding the passive candidates and the talent that we find in our approach. Let's hop on a quick 20-minute intro call." So that's definitely an option. But as I've grown my business and as I've had a lot of experience, I've always focused on nurturing the lead because they may be in an early stage of the buyer's journey. Sales is all about timing. A lot of people are going to be 4 months out, 5 months out. And really what I'm doing with the nurturing process is simply staying present, building that trust, establishing the trust, establishing a relationship. What I'm doing next is I'm adding Mike, the VP of sales, to my HubSpot or CRM, the lead score of 5. I'm going to rank him very high. And I'm going to add the activity. We just had the email response, which you'll see in a second. I'm going to add him to LinkedIn with a personalized message. Say, hey, thanks for the interaction on email. Looking forward to potentially working together. In 15 days, I'll send him a vidyard. I'll say, hey, Mike, we chatted a couple weeks ago. Just wanted to reach out. I loved you on this podcast, XYZ. Create that relationship. By the way, we do have a lot of sales talent. I saw your team had a few roles open on the careers page. Understand you may be giving more time to your internal recruiters, but would love to show you for 20 minutes exactly how we may be able to help down the road if you're looking to really increase the quality of that sales candidate blends in your interviews so you're making a better decision, you're making better hires with your talent. 30 days after that, I'll send them an email with a case study of what we did with work with a similar company. 30 days later, I'll call, leave them a voicemail and just check in. 30 days after that, I'll leave them an email. Talk about a blog about hiring and sales and maybe certain tools that may even just help him with forecasting. And that can just get me in front of him and I can be of value to him and continue to grow that relationship. And after around months of doing this, and this should be your approach, is you should be going into your CRM and you should have a view in there that says lead score 5s. Basically, a bunch of people that have responded, they're great companies, they're ideal clients. And it may say, hey, there's 55 leads that you've built over the past 4 months. Today you have 7 tasks to follow up with them. And you need to pay attention to your list and the personas that you're starting to build up. If you have personas that are all over the place in different industries, they're different decision makers, that's fine. But what you want to do is you want to be able to streamline all of your follow-up and really maximize the return on that. Because once you get to 200, 300, 400 on this list, you want to be able to have blogs that you can send to everybody, white papers that you can send to everybody, case studies that you can just simply get better at building too. And I'm going to beat a dead horse here, but pick a damn niche, and this is going to naturally take care of itself. Here's my response. Hey, Mike, appreciate the words of encouragement. Means a lot. By the way, I really liked your bit about Emotional Intelligence 2.0. It's a book on the YouTube channel. There's a podcast that he did, and the Spicy McChicken approach as well. And sure thing, I will fill out the form and add you on LinkedIn as well. We've worked with a CAD client for sales roles, should have said in the past. There's certainly overlap there. Hope to cross paths again. Probably should have changed that last line, but you get the idea here. We've talked about this with the buyer's journey. So this guy is probably somewhere down here. Roll out to internal team sucks. So this is what you're looking at with the buyer's journey. They're not currently hiring right now, but will be next year. They're planning to expand and starting to figure out what teams they're going to expand. They go out and get rolled out to the internal recruiting team. They go, oh, internal team really sucks right now. Then they're like, oh, let's outsource. These people suck. Then they're going to start to explore options, get budget approvals, start conversations. Then they'll sign a contract. If you're going to hard sell up here in the planning to expand and higher approval stage, that's just a way to burn a lead, right? If you're going to get them on the phone and really handle their objections of, hey, the time is not right now. We're doing okay with our internal team. We're not going to budget for this. And you're just like, hey, let's hop on a 30-minute call. I want to show you a demo. Here's a contract. Let's work together. You're just going to burn your leads. And over the next year or so, you're going to get a lot of people that land in this stage. And if you nurture them and handle these correctly, and you stay patient and you understand the right timing of when to sell, and you recognize when they're exploring options, that's when you're going to start to, after 8-10 months, you're going to have a lot of clients coming back, and you're going to close 8-10 contracts that month that are ideal clients that are more likely to pay you their duplicate roles. So pay attention to where your leads are, where the personas are, and this is how you're going to nurture your leads. It's really not rocket science.